So I ruined YouTube because I didn't buy a mansion and a sports car and instead reinvested my dollars into making content focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people.
Okay, that's just a straw man, right? He's literally misquoting what Jacksepticeye said. So I ruined YouTube because I didn't do this, this, and this. That's just not what he said. He said that you made YouTube more about hyper optimizing every frame of your video for retention rather than just having fun, which is an honest criticism. Even if you can agree that MrBeast has done a lot of good for the world, we can admit that he has hyper optimized his content, making it so that like every frame of the video has a sound effect or a zoom or something. That's where the ADHD editing comes from, is this guy.
If he had fun, the videos would be longer. What does that even mean, lol? You think I'd—
What does he mean? What does that mean? If he had fun, the videos would be longer. What is he confused about? Where's the ambiguity in this statement? If he had fun, the videos would be longer. Yeah, if you had a lot of fun making the content, you'd be there for hours. And that's just a fact, right?
give up every hour of my life for 14 years if I didn't have fun? This clip is insanely disrespectful in my opinion, and obviously there is so much I could say about his content, but I'll just take the punches and be the bigger man.
Well, that sort of is a self-defeating statement. Saying that you could be the bigger man while then shit-talking him is like not being the bigger man. I could say a lot of dog shit about his awful content, but I'm not going to. His horrible content that sucks, I could say a lot about it, but I won't because I'm a bigger man. His stupid green hair and his fake Irish accent, could say that, not going to though. By saying you're not gonna say it, you kind of say it. You know what I mean?
Side. Now, this started a massive debate on Twitter because on one side many thought Jack was right and MrBeast is making YouTube way too unauthentic and corporate. YouTube started as people being able to record their own creations onto a platform, but now it's TV level entertainment with millions of dollars being invested into it. And to most people, it was like the complete opposite of what they wanted. If people wanted to watch Hollywood,
it's like a man calling himself humble. It's like you saying how humble you are every second probably shows that you're not the most humble.
They'd go to the cinema or to Netflix, not YouTube. And if you think that was bad, well, recently he's gotten himself into more controversies. During this year's Super Bowl, he was actually part of an ad that used AI.
But it won't be easy. Good news, you'll have Slackbot, the powerful new AI from Salesforce to help you decipher the puzzle.
More specifically, Slackbot, which is pretty much like an AI assistant that is probably going to get more people.
Yeah, the problem with being a content creator and then partnering with AI is just the optics, because you're in a creation space, you know, you're in the arts, give or take. Making videos is an art form, and replacing human art forms with robots is like the last thing it should be doing. AI replacing DoorDash or replacing Amazon workers, you can say it's not good, but that's just labor, right? This is labor that humans could be replaced by, and it would make it more efficient. The efficiency of making artwork, I don't think has any bearing on how practical the application of AI is. Because you can make a painting in 3 seconds, that doesn't mean you should be using AI to make paintings, right? If you think that art, the quality of art is determined by how efficiently it's created, then you probably have a very shallow taste in art. Like,
laid off from their jobs, and Jimmy would then also get a lot of backlash for promoting and supporting Elon Musk, even after he was named in the Epstein files. I even just saw on Twitter he was promoting Elon Musk's Neuralink, which is exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, this transhumanism stuff is very unappealing to most people. Who wants to have a chip in their brain? Maybe some people. If you're using it, obviously in this example, for a guy who is a, you know, they're disabled, I understand how that can be beneficial for them, right? If they can use their brain when they can't use their body, it's cool. Generally though, people are kind of against this like cyborg level augmentations. It's very dystopian.
Which is a computer chip surgically implanted into the brain, enabling people like Nolan here to reconnect to the world.
So you were paralyzed from the neck down?
Yeah, and for about 8 years, I was trying to find some purpose in my life.
And then you got Neuralink, and what has that changed?
Anything anyone can do on a computer, I can do.
And he literally does it by using only his brain.
A brain implant technology designed to link the human mind directly to computers. The device enables users to move a cursor or even control robotic limbs using only their thoughts. Now on paper, I guess this sounds pretty good. It allows disabled people to regain movement and communication. But if you
ask people how they're going to make the most money off of it, you have to ask, is there a larger market for disabled people or able-bodied people? And the answer would be able-bodied people, right? So if you want to make this a product that has mass appeal, you're going to have to target able-bodied people as the natural market conclusion. So, you know, it seems like a little bit of like, we're going to start by saying it's just for people who have disabilities, and slowly as it gets normalized, then people who don't really have a disability are going to want to get it or something like that, which I'm not sure how how good or how bad that it's going to be, but I know that where we are societally, people are very against this. They're very turned off by this.
This is a bit too far, because this is an AirPods or an iPhone update. This is your brain.
Yes.
And when you promote something like that, especially to an audience full of teenagers who already either...
And it's also because it is Elon Musk's technology. So even if it actually changes people's lives for the better, a lot of people aren't getting the Elon chip in their head. Like, that just isn't happening.
Like Elon Musk, like he's Iron Man, you're normalizing the idea that plugging your mind into a corporation's hardware is just the next cool thing. Honestly, this makes me feel hella uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, you're giving a private company access to signals coming directly from your brain. Once they put a chip in your brain, what would stop them from rewriting your memory, implanting false memory, mind control you, or just press a button to fry your brain?
Well, they would just most likely spam your brain with ads. They would go through all your memories and then live edit them to have product placements. Let's say your grandmother's funeral, everything you remembered from it, the casket, everything like that would have MrBeast logos on it. Everyone in attendance would have MrBeast logos. The casket, MrBeast logo on it. That would be how you remembered it. It was always like that.
Yeah, this could go very wrong. Hey Patrick, you forgot to pay your taxes last year? We're shutting off your ability to speak. Have fun. I mean, what if this Neuralink gets
Her
hacked?
casket was an LG fridge? Yeah, exactly.
Or something, like that would be genuinely insane. And we're not done yet, as around the same time MrBeast would announce he has acquired Step, a teen-focused financial app valued at $900 million, in a deal reportedly worth over $1 billion. With him putting out a tweet saying, "I'm so excited to share that we are acquiring the financial services app Step. Nobody told me about investing, building credit, or managing money when I was growing up. That's exactly why we're joining forces with Step. I want to give millions of young people the financial foundation I never had, lots to share soon." Now on paper, this actually sounds pretty decent. Jimmy is putting out an app to help teens build their financial future, increase their credit score, help save money, and invest. But when you actually take a look at the app's features, it seems more like MrBeast acquired a bank that targets children because they're easy prey and you can give them credit cards and...
Let's see what this says. Get access to Step early pay with Step Black, which gives you 10%. So it's just a credit card. So this is just like a Klarna style thing, right? If you have early pay with Step Black, early play, what the buy now pay later shit is just like, that's just borrowing. That's just borrowing. That's just usury, right? I mean, this shit's just horrible.
Loans at 30%.
Anything that's promoting like building your credit means that they want to sell you a credit card, which they'll make money on if you don't build your credit. So take that how you will.
APR. Now, some fan on Twitter would quote tweet this saying, "If you said this guy was evil like 2 years ago, people would try to drone strike your house." And Jacksepticeye quote tweeted that with the yikes emoji. Once again, trying to prove to everyone that he knew MrBeast was evil all along.
If you can like think about it as well, if you're giving teens credit cards, these people don't have steady income. So they'll be like far more likely to not pay back the loan or not pay their credit card statement, which I feel like is kind of predatory unless I'm misunderstanding this. I mean, listen, I'm be the first to admit, if I'm misreading this, then I'm wrong. But from how it sounds, this is an app that is saying that you'll build credit by using this. Okay, and then this is immediately a problem I have. You see where it says early pay, get $250 cash? They're incentivizing you to do the buy now, pay later shit, which is horrible. They're giving you money because they think they're basically betting on you not being able to pay back the money they're lending you on time so they can charge interest. That's not good, I think.
Strike your house. And Jacksepticeye quote tweeted that with the yikes emoji. Once again, trying to prove to everyone that he knew MrBeast was evil all along. There's a reason he bought this app for $1 billion, to make profit. Trust me, he's not doing this out of the kindness of his own heart.
Right.
Some people are saying that Jimmy buying a bank whose main product are payday loans targeted towards the youth sounds predatory.
That's what I'm saying.
When has a beloved creator with a Minecraft channel ever turned out to be a predator? Besides, there's one thing I've learned on the internet. When an influencer starts up a financial service with a big focus on cryptocurrency, it's definitely not a scam. Personally, I'm excited for the next phase of MrBeast's challenge content. Single mothers versus rising interest rates. Guy who financed a Hellcat he can't afford versus repo man with tow truck. Could you imagine defaulting on your mortgage with MrBeast?
Yeah, right? MrBeast comes to your house, knock, knock. Oh my God, MrBeast, are you here to give me $10,000? No, actually, I'm here to repossess your car. Damn, huh?
They just show up to your house.
Evil MrBeast be like, I'll be taking your money.
repossess it, and immediately start giving it away for YouTube videos.
And shout out to that guy, Lewis Spears, because this whole video he made on the app was hilarious. Like, are people seriously going to put their hard-earned money into the hands of a dude called MrBeast? And recently, Jacksepticeye has also been very vocal about the direction YouTube is headed in. YouTube CEO Neil Mohan says users will soon be able to use AI to generate shorts using their own likeness. He added that over 1 million channels used YouTube's AI creation tools daily in December, to which Jack would quote tweet saying, "I'm tired, boss." Now think about
I just think there's no reason for this. Like, if you're a creator and you have to AI yourself, then why the fuck are you on YouTube? Like, where's your love of the game? Don't you like being on camera? Isn't this why you started it? I don't know, man. That's weird.
that for a second. AI is generating content using your face, your voice, and your identity. For someone like Jack, who built his channel on his own personality and energy, the idea of AI generating videos using your face probably sounds very disturbing and very, very authentic, because it completely shifts the focus away from creativity and more towards automation. Instead of asking, what cool video can I make today, it becomes more about how many videos can I produce this week.
Do you remember when YouTube's slogan was broadcast yourself, and now it sounds like YouTube's slogan is you clone yourself with AI for profit? Interesting.
How much money can I make? How efficiently can I scale? And how can I optimize? Because for MrBeast, that's the kind of environment he thrives in. He wants the best packaging, retention, thumbnails, pacing, editing, whatever. So when YouTube leans further into the AI tools and automation side of the company, it naturally favors people like MrBeast, not the authentic creators such as Jacksepticeye. And this isn't the first time Jack has spoken up about AI specifically. When MrBeast launched ViewStats, it included an AI thumbnail feature that could generate thumbnails based on other creators' channels and styles.
There's a new way any channel.
Yeah, I don't know, man. When you're selling a service to creators and the service is essentially their replacement, they're probably not gonna be too happy about it. Oh, hey, buy my thing where you can steal from other people's authentic work with AI. Like, that's just a race to the bottom. Why would anyone buy this?
To literally be.
And I know he removed this after some criticism, but it's like, bro, when you have those ideas to begin with and you have to have your hand slapped away from the cookie jar, you're usually not changed at the root. Like, the thing that caused you to do that is still there. It just manifests in different ways. And we're seeing that with him acquiring, like, predatory financial apps.
To put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. This is the home of the AI tool where you can type in any channel on all of you.
And then he put all these people's logos on there who didn't consent. Literally Jacksepticeye's as well.
And it'll use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating. So for example, let's say you're MrBeast. You would just type in MrBeast here. Now it's gonna look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt, I'm gonna type in stranded on.
This is like proposing to my boss to replace me with a calculator. Yeah, if you're like in accounting or something, it's just like, why would you ever do that?
Volcano. And there you go, we now have a
this looks
thumbnail
like shit, by the
with
way.
me dangling on the side of a volcano. This is perfect for inspiration, and if you do a couple iterations with the system, this is how you can literally generate your thumbnails going forward.
And as usual, Jack called this out. What the actual F, and he used my logo in the promotion for it too. I hate what this platform is turning into, FAI. The tool was marketed as a way to help smaller creators level up their packaging, basically letting you plug in a channel and generate thumbnails inspired by what they've already put out. But not only was this stealing people's work, but it's taken jobs away from real thumbnail designers. There are entire communities of freelance designers whose full-time income comes from making thumbnails for creators, only for them now to be replaced by a tool MrBeast made, which definitely breaks some form of copyright law. Now, Jimmy would actually apologize for this and remove the feature. He posted a statement saying he missed the mark, that the AI thumbnail tool would be pulled from ViewStats, and that it wouldn't be available going forward.
How's it going, guys? A week ago, I launched an AI thumbnail tool to help small creators make better thumbnails, and I thought people were going to be pretty excited about it.
This is not even true, by the way. The way he frames this, listen to the first sentence that comes out of his mouth.
AI thumbnail tool to help small creators make better thumbnails.
It's an AI thumbnail tool to help small creators make better thumbnails. This was just for the little guys. He's just helping out the little guys. This is all this was. The little guy is some dude who doesn't even fucking know what AI is, who's recording videos on his phone. Anyone who's like super tapped into AI and image generation is probably some guy who's doing decently well already.
And I thought people were going to be pretty excited about it, but I definitely missed the mark. If you open up Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. And so I read all your guys' feedback, and I've been thinking a lot about it. And so we just enacted some changes that I think you guys will find positive. And so going forward, there is no AI thumbnail tool. Anyone from now on that signs up for Viewstats Pro, there will not be the AI thumbnail tool. It just doesn't exist. We pulled it down.
Dude, he just wanted to help struggling single mothers on their YouTube career, and you guys came after him for this. What was wrong with you? All he was trying to do was help these illegal immigrant housekeepers who are starting their YouTube channel on the side to make more money with their thumbnails. That's all he tried to do. That's all he tried to do.
On top of that, I wanted to go one step further to really show artists out there that I care. If you go on viewstats.com, under our more tools section, it'll say hire thumbnail artists. And if you click that, it'll take you to a page of artist portfolios where you can commission a real thumbnail artist to make you a real thumbnail. So I care more than any of you could ever imagine about the YouTube community. I mean, obviously I'm the biggest YouTuber in the world, and I don't take that responsibility lightly. And so, you know, it deeply makes me sad when I do something that, you know, people in the community are upset by. And I also want to put out there that I guarantee you, I have spent more money on thumbnail artists than any other YouTuber in the world.
This is, again, like, because you had the money to do so, right? Like, that's like a dude who has billions of dollars saying that he's donated the most to charity. Well, it's because you have the means to do so. So, again, I feel like that's got to be some sort of, like, manipulation technique where it's like, oh, if you make a shitload of money, if you make hundreds of millions off YouTube and you put, like, 0.001% of that toward artists, it's going to look like you're, like, this super generous guy. But the way I view it is how, you know, the amount that you've given to artists relative to your earnings. And for him, that number is probably super low. Not that he has to make it a lot, but again, this is not even like something you should even bother bringing up.
Probably spent more money on thumbnail artists than the top 100 creators combined. I mean, I have a small army of thumbnail artists.
Again, like, we're talking about people who haven't commissioned thumbnails because their thumbnail is just their face or something, you know? So
that work for me. I'm looking to hire more thumbnail artists. So I just want to put that out there, and I have no intention of firing my thumbnail artists or anything. Like, this is, you know, just supposed to help make them more effective and blah, blah. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But regardless, it doesn't matter. The tool's down for future people that sign up for Viewstats Pro. And yeah, now it's a funnel to help artists make.
So it's also interesting that he said it's for small creators, but if we check out Viewstats Pro, what was the price tag on that? Sign up for Viewstats. Okay, so it's fucking $50 a month, my G. I'm really not sure what's going on here. Is $50 a month for small creators? I don't really understand. When I was a small creator, I had nothing to spend. I edited all my own videos on pirated software that I barely found without getting a virus. There was no chance I'm throwing $50 at this. Again, perfect for creators of all sizes looking to grow their channel. Okay, so I thought it was small creators. Now it's just everyone. Now it's just everyone. It's not specifically small, it's everyone. I just don't buy this. I just don't. And then adjacent, we have $250 a month. So I don't know, brother. I'm just not sure about that one.
More money. So I'm really excited. Go check it out. Hey, go to viewstats.com and click on the Hire the Artist tab and, you know, go commission real artists, help them make more money. So take care, guys.
Now, on the surface, he looked responsible, but the way it was ultimately framed made a lot of people start questioning what Jimmy really cares about. Instead of just saying, yeah, this was a bad idea, I shouldn't have done that, it quickly became into this wholesome redemption arc about supporting thumbnail designers. You can really see how badly MrBeast wants to keep up this good guy image. Instead of just apologizing and taking the hit, he turned it into this wholesome, let's help thumbnail designers find a job, whilst also trying to sound like this super moral guy because he spent loads of money on thumbnail designers. Every controversy this guy gets into gets shaped into a brand positive movement.
Yeah.
I mean, even his apologies feel
true.
optimized. And it isn't the first time Jack has publicly criticized MrBeast. Back in 2024, when Jimmy, Logan Paul, and KSI teamed up to drop Lunchly, Jack and fellow OG Minecraft YouTuber Dan TDM called them out for trying to make a quick buck on impressionable kids. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them do better.
Obviously, when you sell stuff, the goal is to make money. So this statement could have been worded a bit better. I think the best example of it, though, is the Viewstats thing, because let's even remove the fact that it's replacing artists from the equation, because that's its own conversation, whether you think that's right or wrong. If you want to use AI in your thumbnails, why the fuck would you use MrBeast's AI and not ChatGPT? You know what I'm saying? So he's entering a market where he has a shitty product to offer that he's overpricing because he's MrBeast and can get away with it. That's what my issue is. Not that he's like selling stuff. I don't care that he sells stuff. I'm a capitalist, right? Make money. Okay, sure. Why would you do that in that way? At least make something of value. Lunchly. Oh, we're competing with Lunchables. Why? What's even the what even sparked this? Does Lunchables have to be dethroned? I don't think so. It doesn't seem like a big problem. Same thing with this thing. Does ChatGPT have to be dethroned for image generation? I mean, I don't think so. So just seems like he's trying to like shoehorn his way into these things to squeeze as much money out of people as possible, which is like, you're already a billionaire, my dog. So I don't know. It's not that you should be complacent whenever you've reached a certain level of success, but if you're going to try to just make as much money as possible, I think you have enough money to make something actually valuable for people.
Better. And Jack would immediately back him up, as he would say, you mess with Dan, you mess with YouTube. Because it wasn't just about Lunchly as a product, it was about what it represented. You had creators who grew up with YouTube as a creative space where you could express yourself, and now they're watching the biggest names on the platform pivot into full-scale consumer brand aimed at their own fan bases. And this is around the time a lot of fans or viewers started connecting the dots. It wasn't specifically about Lunchly, it was the pattern. We had energy drinks, burgers, chocolate bars, kid snacks, finance apps, AI tools, everything. And people started to get the feeling that YouTubers weren't showing off this cool stuff they managed to make. Instead, it was more like,
wait, what the fuck was that?
YouTubers weren't showing off this cool stuff they
MrBeast broccoli chocolate? Who the fuck gave this the green light?
managed to make. Instead, it was more like, how much revenue can we extract from this audience? Because if MrBeast only had Lunchly, it would be like, cool, he's got his own little side business. It's crazy to see YouTubers being able to launch their own food products. But when he's launching a new product every month, you start seeing it for what it really is. And Lunchly was a turning point for everyone. It was the first time mainstream audiences started saying out loud that YouTube didn't feel the same anymore, and that the line between creator and corporation had completely blurred. Because back in the earlier days, creators made money from ads and sponsorships once in a while, but now every YouTuber's videos feels like a massive funnel. Because let's be honest, anyone above the age of 11 is not eating this crap. I mean, let's look into MrBeast's other businesses. Feastables, apparently a healthier alternative to Hershey's because it had 1 gram less of sugar and 10 fewer calories, pretty much comparing trash versus garbage, with YouTuber Acheeto accusing MrBeast of indirectly supporting child labor in the production of his chocolate bars.
That MrBeast is using child labor and slave labor for his chocolates today and has been since late 2023. When Feastables first launched in January of 2022, if you went into their FAQ, their frequently asked questions section, they proudly displayed that they were child labor free and slave labor free. As a matter of fact, in April of 2023, they doubled down and they added to their list of main menu options this option that said we're slave free. And if you clicked it, it had a...
I'm gonna be honest, like, I know that's a good thing, but in the year 2026, I would hope we don't have to use that we don't have slaves as a selling point. You feel me on that? So it's like, we don't use slaves, we don't touch children, we're not sending nukes to small towns. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's a good thing. I didn't know that had to be like stated.
Entire dedicated page talking about how they were free of slave labor and child labor. But just a few months later, in October of 2023, that main page item that said we're slave free, that was removed.
That's just... Okay, so the problem is not that you put it there in the first place, although it's odd. You can't put it there as a selling point and then remove it, because that's worse than ever putting it there in the first place, is putting it there and then removing it.
In addition, in the frequently asked questions section, that stuff about being child labor free and slave labor free, that stuff also disappeared. Later in May of 2024, and even to this day, there's no mention whatsoever at all about any kind of ethical sourcing of ingredients. When MrBeast first launched Feastables, it was in line with his brand. They were clearly trying to do things ethically. They actually got a certification from the Rainforest Alliance. Once you're certified, you're able to use their logo, which is a little frog, on all of your products, your website, on all of that stuff. When I saw the packaging for Feastables, both old and new, there was no Rainforest Alliance certified logo anywhere. He knew that one day they were going to get rid of that certification. You see, if you one day that package has a frog logo on it and the next day it disappears, people will notice. They will especially notice because the Feastables bar, MrBeast sent this thing to everyone, to all the huge YouTubers. So instead, they decide to only put it on their website because at the end of the day, who the hell reads a website
no one
except
reads
for
the
weirdos like
website.
me? And if it was on the website one day and then gone the next, no one would notice except for, again, weirdos like me. And sure enough, if you look at their website today, there's nothing about the Rainforest Alliance certification, nothing about being child labor free, nothing about being slave labor free. By doing it this way, I think they tried to fool everyone into thinking that their chocolate is still child labor free and slave labor free.
We also have Beast Burger, which
well, obviously, it wouldn't be a good thing if he had the logo on it and then removed it. But I would argue that him not even putting it there in the first place because he knew it would go away is like, that's like 4D chess manipulation. That's not a good thing, okay?
On the surface seems like Jimmy's own restaurant, but behind the scenes it's just a bunch of ghost kitchens shipping out burgers from some random, unknown location. It's like drop shipping but with food, unlike other fast food chains where they have their own restaurant.
So I ordered MrBeast burger and I had my burger. It was like Chris style, which is hilarious in retrospect. Chris being the guy who decided to talk to minors on Discord, being used as a burger name is its own conversation. But I bit into this thing and it was fully raw. Like, this was actually just raw meat. It was a medium rare burger. This shit was mooing, okay? I bit into this. I was like, it was disgusting. And then there was like the Chris style fries or the Chandler style fries or something. It came like crap. I was hyped to try this. It was raw. It was disgusting. It's not his fault. Simultaneously, you get what you pay for. Meaning if you are going into the ghost kitchen industry to make a quick buck, you're not going to be serving good food to your customers. I happen to be one of those customers and I was pissed.
Jimmy paid hundreds of kitchens across different states and countries to make his burger and package it as MrBeast Burger, which of course led to many quality control.
You see that shit? This is how my shit was.
Long story short, MrBeast sued them for over 100
over a revolting burger. He said this shit's revolting. After abominable burger. After demented burger.
$100 million, with Beast Burger only having one restaurant left standing. And you see how it was never actually about delivering a tasty burger.
God damn, he had a few pounds on him in that one, huh? He was eating a few Beast Burgers himself.
No, they immediately
needs to hop on that Reddit true tide.
Left standing. And you see how it was never actually about
eating too much chocolate and burgers.
About delivering a tasty burger. No, they immediately had to scale across the entire continent where burgers were being made in shady and unhygienic ghost kitchens, leading to people getting moldy and even raw burgers. And if you think that is bad, well, God forbid you try criticize something Jimmy made.
What do you think?
Oh no. Dude, this video where he is reviewing the burger with Tommy in it, just take a look.
Best burger you've ever had?
I said, this was filmed before the lawsuit.
It is a 6.5 out of 10, baby.
You forgot a couple of What do you not like about it?
It's nice.
No, it's great. It's the greatest burger you've ever had.
I said.
No, but I like it.
What do you not like about it?
I like that it's free.
No, you have to tell us why it's just 6 out of 10.
Well, I'm a vegan for starters.
Cut.
I would buy one of these. Guys, it's very nice. I've got really over-intensified. It's going to explode. Alright,
you can see the exact moment I realized that my jokes are not landing. Right here.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Damn, bro. This guy is he's mad. Look at it. He is pissed.
I would buy one.
He's like, this fucking kid doesn't understand. All he's thinking in his head right now is people won't buy my product. It's not about honesty or transparency. It's literally about he needs to say it's good. He needs to say it's good. He's not saying it's good. How do I turn this thing off? It's like the XQC videos where XQC says he doesn't like Feastables and MrBeast responds with KYS. Yeah, just like that.
Guys, it's very nice.
Look at him, he's furious. Dude, fuck you. Why did I fucking do this, you fucking spoiled little British kid who got famous overnight? I had to work for 10 years to get where I am now, and you just got... Beast mode. He just starts like fucking... He just goes nuts. That's how that's...
I've got really over-intensified. It's going to explode.
You can see the exact moment I realized.
He has like missiles currently pointed at his house.
That my jokes are not landing. Right here.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much.
And then he kicked me out.
I've genuinely never seen Bro more irritated than this.
Yeah.
It seems like he wants to just punch Tommy right in the face.
Literally,
MrBeast reminds me of a little kid that's like, no, you have to play like this. You could tell he was mad with that answer. And then most recently we had Beastland launching a theme park in the Middle East where thousands die every year from slavery was probably not the best move. But what can you expect? The Middle East is known for sports washing to help their country's PR. They probably gave Jimmy like $100 million and told him, don't worry.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, this guy has so much money to throw around. The Prince of Saudi Arabia or the king or whoever he is. He has money like you've never seen. And if he wants to hand me like a fucking $5,000 anything to talk about how good Saudi Arabia is, I am so taking it. Let me make my position on selling out very clear. If any country ever offers me enough money, I don't care which country it is, I'm 22 years old and I want to own a home, I am selling out like you've never seen before. Give me that Israeli bag. Give me that Saudi bag. Give me the Gazan bag. Give me the Russian bag. I'll do propaganda for the rest of my life. I want to have kids, dude. You don't want to have kids? Okay, that's good for you, dude. Whatever this guy wants to give me, I'll take. Whatever anyone wants to give me, I'll take. And I'll criticize MrBeast for selling out because I'm bitter I didn't get to.
About it. We got this. And just overall, the most annoying thing about MrBeast is how he tries to seem like the nicest, most relatable guy on the planet.
Prize Picks, DraftKings. I know gambling's bad. I've talked about how bad gambling is. If they give me the right price, if it's you're getting a home tomorrow price, I'm taking it, boys. And if you were me, you'd do the same exact thing. I'm telling you, I'd be a Mossad honeypot. I'd be whatever, okay? I do not support Israel. I would support what they would do to my bank account, hypothetically. That is not ridiculous to say, and if you think it is, you're fucking stupid. You're stupid. If Netanyahu walked to you right now, and you're gonna have the moral grandstander saying, no, I wouldn't. Netanyahu knocks on your door. I'd like to give you $25 million to say glory to the state of Israel. Nah, man, I'm morally better than that. You're actually retarded. Like straight up.
He's always helping out. Like personally for me, the most annoying part about him is how he always tries to make it seem like he has no money. He'll do interviews and be like, well, actually, I have less money than everyone watching this.
No one ever believes anything I say. So, I mean, because they're like, you're a billionaire. I'm like, that's net worth. I have negative money right now. I'm borrowing money. That's how little money I have.
I'm broke, guys. I'm literally impoverished. I'm on food stamps and EBT.
Technically, everyone watching this video has more money than me. And their bank account, if you subtract the equity value of my company, which doesn't buy me McDonald's in the morning or whatever.
And he only says that because he's rich and he can borrow against his own assets. And technically, if his companies run at a loss, he pays no taxes. Something along those lines. I'm not a finance expert, but I'll borrow you guys the clip. And it's just annoying because we know you have millions, probably hundreds of millions. Your companies are worth definitely
more than
billions.
that.
So don't try to make yourself seem like one of us, because you're not. And then also the whole giving away.
He's just helping small creators. He's a small bank account. He's got a small dick.
Prosthetics,
List goes on
schools, etc., etc. Don't get me wrong, that's great, but not when you're trying to push other people into donating, which is exactly what happened with the Team Water charity he launched last year.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jimmy, MrBeast. Yeah, there's this charity thing called Team Water where every dollar.
What is this Discord call? Did I miss this? Aiden Ross, Logan Paul Asmongold, Jinxie XQC, what?
Donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. Your friends here were saying you were a very generous soul.
Are you really gonna do this shit? I fucking did the McDonald's drive-through, man. Is this gonna happen to me? Just give me a number, Jimmy.
All right, so Jinxie, Logan, they both just committed $100,000 and
100K? No way.
I see tweets all the time about how you're the most watched Twitch streamer, like watch time every month. You're like crushing it.
And you know what? You know how much I get paid for that? 17 cents. It's a big day for me. I'll donate. I'll donate, Jimmy. I'm not gonna donate $100,000. I'm gonna be honest. That's a lot of money.
You're putting people on the spot. Put me on the spot too, man. And now.
Yeah, again, Asmongold and Jinxie are the most like. If you want to go for pure, Asmonfold. That's funny. He folded. If you want to go out at like purity of influencers, gambling deal here, fucking a million businesses, crypto scam here. He actually is authentic. He makes all his own money off YouTube and stuff. And then Jinxie, I mean, he's like new gen. He's like very young, but he's made a lot of money.
I thought y'all tried to make me look like an asshole. That's what's going on. I know what's going on here.
The issue was, it seemed less like actually raising money for charity and more like a massive PR move for
like
MrBeast.
a shakedown.
If he cared so much about charity, why didn't he just go donate to another charity or just go to Africa and use your own money? Nope, instead he did this massive stream where he pretty much called out random famous people or streamers and begged them for money. And even XQC, who did the stream with him, was getting seriously fed up as he kept on raising the amount they needed to raise.
Man.
They were already there for hours and bro just wanted to go home.
Wait, should we go for 10 mil? 10 mil? No?
They needed to raise. They were already there for hours and bro just wanted to go home.
Wait, should we go for 10 mil? 10 mil?
He's ordering an Uber.
No, I just throwing it out there. I mean, 10 million's a nice round number. I was kidding. But or less.
I'm gonna give it a buck. I was a little bit mad at Jimmy for not ending at 5 mil because of the way that it was ending. And I was mad at him again for not ending the second time. And people were gonna say, why are you mad at him? You're raising more money. But that's not the point though. The point is that I feel like as a person, not as a streamer, I was mad because the guy, Hayes, he was paying money for charity to wrap it up.
With Nick A30 summarizing this whole situation off perfectly.
Team Water, what do you think of when you think of that? You're not thinking of any other creator except MrBeast.
That's true.
So MrBeast gets
he gets
all the credit.
All the credit.
So, when he's, asking people to donate on his stream and stuff and pressuring them, and I think it's just kind of a little weird. Like, bro, when they're pressuring these creators to donate money and everything for that, I can see why some creators don't want to do it because it's MrBeast's name that gets all the recognition.
And honestly guys, I could genuinely go for hours. MrBeast has been involved in so many dodgy businesses and scams. I should make a documentary instead. But you get the point. Jack and Dan, they were right all along. They're sick of YouTubers becoming corporations because YouTube is supposed to be the opposite of that. And that's really what this whole thing comes down to. Not whether MrBeast is evil,
Nick A30 finally does something cool.
He's successful, not whether he worked hard, but whether the version of YouTube he represents is the one the people actually want. Because for a lot of us who grew up on this platform, it doesn't feel the same anymore. And whether you agree with Jack or not, you can't deny.
This is a great video. I just need to go back one more time. This shit had me in tears, bro.
But or less.
I'm gonna give it.
Oh my god, this is priceless. Anyway, amazing video. Shout out to Kowski for this one. He's blowing up. 1.6 million views on this thing. Man, doing some damage right now. But I like this video. Good video. And if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.